my group will talk about price elasticity of supply. So what is price elasticity of supply? The price of elasticity of supply is a measurement of how much the quantity supply of a good respond to a change of price of that good. In other words, when the price change, how easily can the supplier react? As we all know, we know that supplier want to sell more when the price go higher, and the supplier want to sell lesser when the price is go lower. But how quickly can the supplier react when the price of this good change? And this is about price elasticity of supply. So if the supplier cannot react quickly, example, cannot supply more during the price is higher, or quickly shut down during the price is go down, it means inelasticity of supply. So what is the formula for the price elasticity of supply? So this is the formula of price elasticity of supply.
Elasticity of supply value. Elasticity of supplies which is greater than 1 is a price elastic. The supplier reacts to the great proportional of price. In other words, the sensitive to the price change, which is change of quantity supplies greater the change of price. Elasticity of supplies which is lesser than 1 is a price inelastic. The supplier reacts to the price change but in a small proportion. It is insensitive to price change, which is equivalent to the change of quantity supplies lesser than the change price. Elasticity of supplies equivalent to 1 is a unique elastic, which is graphically shown as a linear supply curve coming from the origin. The change in the quantity supply is the same portion of the change in price. In other words, the change of quantity supplies equal the change of price.
Elasticity of supply which is equal to 0 is perfectly inelastic. When the price changes, there is no reaction in the quantity supply at all. Put differently, the supplier will only carry on producing the same amount of quantity. Elasticity of supply that is equal to infinite is perfectly elastic. Supply is infinite at any one price. The smallest change, as imperfect in price, will lead to the complete collapse in all of the quantity supply, which means a rise in price will cause an infinite expansion of supply.
Now we are going to talk about the determinants of elasticity of supply. The first determinant will be the time period. Time period can be broken into two parts, which is short run and long run. Short run is at least one of the resources used in production that cannot be changed. The example of short run is the parking bay at Taylor's University. The graph is perfectly inelastic in short run because it is impossible for them to increase the quantity in a short time. Besides, we are going to talk about long run. Long run is the firm has enough time to change any aspect of production and can be fully responding. By using the same example in short run, the graph will turn to elastic because they will start increasing the number of parking bay in the future. The next determinant is mobility of inputs, which states that inputs can be easily transported or changed from one side to another. This will show an elastic graph. For example, I have the ability to produce iPhone and do programming. When iPhone factory needs more workers, I can easily transfer from programming to iPhone factory. When technology company needs more programmer, I can transfer from the iPhone factory to programming. Now we will proceed to another determinant, which is agricultural and industrial productions. We are going to break it into three categories, which is agricultural products, manufactured consumer goods, and heavy machinery. Agriculture is a product that needs time to be produced, so it is an inelastic graph. For the manufactured consumer goods, it takes less time than other items, so it is an elastic graph. Heavy machinery is a product that needs longer time to be created, which makes the graph inelastic. The example of agricultural products will be strawberries. Strawberry needs about 4 to 6 weeks to be ripe. The example of manufactured consumer goods will be iPhone. Based on the company data, one iPhone needs around 2 to 3 weeks to be produced and takes around 1 week to transfer from the factory to the market. The example of heavy machinery will be aeroplane. One aeroplane normally needs around 6 to 14 months to be produced. The bigger the plane, the longer the time taken to produce the plane. Besides, spacing is also one of the determinants. With spaces, we can put technologies that increase the time of production, or we can take more spaces to produce more products. This determinant will show the elastic graph. For example, land. Farmers should use the land more efficiently so that he can produce more crops with less cost of production. The next determinant is capacity. Firms can add more workers for the next shift to maximize the capacity. For example, M&M chocolate should employ more workers for 2 different batches to work for days and nights. The last determinant will be the natural factor. Natural factors such as season will affect the production of products. The example of natural factor is a darkhouse rooftop vegetable garden. Being right on the Atlantic Ocean moderates darkhouse climate considerably, making it less oppressively hot than much of Senegal's interior. But Dakar is not exactly a garden city. It is hot and dry except for a 2-month mid-year rainy season, and the soil is mostly sandy and nutrient poor. The punishing midday sun, the lack of significant tree cover to provide shade and cool things down, and the premium on water are additional factors that discourage all but the brave from taking up serious gardening. In addition to natural factors, and perhaps partly because of them, urban gardening is not the significant activity it is in Dakar that it is in many other African urban areas. Next will be the comic time of the determinants of price elasticity of supply.
On the 7th of June 2013, Zuyin sell watermelon at her stall as usual. Watermelon are sold in $2 per kg. Hey, can I have the watermelon?
Yeah, sure. The weight is 2 kg, so it costs $4.
Can I have some discount please?
No, sorry. This is already the cheapest price.
Alright, here you go.
Thank you. Please come again.
Zuyin sold all her watermelon the day and earns a lot of money. She goes home and read the newspaper in the living room. As reading the newspaper, she finds out that something about the fruit festival is going to held on the next day. And the top seller of the fruit festival will get $500 and a medal.
Why is it tomorrow? All of my watermelons are sold out and I've no more stocks.
Suddenly, Zuyin thinks of the farmer whom she buys watermelon from. Zuyin calls the farmer Ming.
Hey Ming, Z's here.
Hello, Ziyun. What brings you to me?
Do you still have watermelons?
Is it for tomorrow festival?
Yup.
Of course I don't have. Most watermelon have not ripe yet. Watermelon cannot be grown in one day, okay? Sorry, I don't have any stock already.
Sorry, no cure. The yield is fixed. I can't change the quantity of the supply. I should have prepared excess stock for watermelons to store. Now I know that watermelons need a quite long time to grow. I should have asked the farmer to grow more watermelons for the next festival.
As you guys can see, the story above is an example of inelastic supply with the factor short run, ability to store output, and agricultural product. Watermelon is an agricultural product that need time to grow. Therefore, the seller of the agricultural product should store some watermelon as stocks. Few months later, Ziyin starts surfing the internet to check for the date of the fruit festival. She finds out that the next fruit festival will be held in the next summer. After that, she called Ming for help.
Hey Ming, it's me again.
Hey, what can I help you now?
Can you start growing more watermelons for me to prepare for the next fruit festival?
Okay, when is it?
Next summer.
Okay, no problem. But if you need plenty of it, I don't have enough land to grow. And I also don't have enough space to store the watermelons.
Oh yeah, I have an unused land. You can grow more watermelons there.
Okay.
The summer 2014 is coming in a few weeks later. On the 7th of June 2014, while Ziyin is watching television in her house, she saw an advertisement about the fruit festival is going to be held on the 8th of June 2014.
Hahaha, the festival is coming soon. I've already prepared the watermelons for the festival and the capacity for the watermelons is large. I have no worry about the quantity of the watermelons. Besides, summer is the most suitable season to grow a good and juicy watermelon. Watermelon will definitely be a big sales tomorrow. Not only that, the venue for the festival is just near the storage of the watermelons. The mobility for the watermelons won't be a problem on the festival day. I will be the winner in this festival for sure.
The fruit festival is finally here. Ziyin is selling the watermelon at her stall. There are many people go to buy the watermelons from her. At the end of the festival, the announcer is going to announce the winner of the fruit festival.
The winner of the Fruit Festival of 2014 goes to... Please say Ziyin! Ziyin! Ah! It's me! Yeah! Now, let's invite Ziyin to come up to the stage and redeem her prize.
Ziyin walked up to the stage and get $500 and a medal. The story above is an example of elastic supply with the factor long run, natural factor, capacity and mobility factor. In 2014, Ziyin has more time to prepare watermelons for the fruit festival and more capacity to store watermelons. Since the festivals is held in summer, watermelons are the best fruit during summer. The storage of the watermelons is near Ziyin's stalls, which make her easier to bring the watermelons from the storage to her stall.